Good morning, fam. This is Ricky, and welcome to Hope for Today. I want to take you to one of the most famous passages in Scripture. It comes from Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. Will you look at it with me? Solomon says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding." Later on, it says, "In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths." It reminds me of an old gospel song, "Like Every Devo Does," that my buddy Cedric Robinson, Pastor Cedric Robinson, wrote this 20 some odd years ago, if not 30. And he had a gospel choir, and the song went like this. I will trust in the Lord with all of my heart and lean not to my own understanding. In all of my ways, I'll acknowledge him and he shall direct my path. And I was reading this verse this morning, and I was thinking about how that's a surety of life, that when you trust in God with all your heart and refuse to lean into your way of doing things and lean into his way of doing things, it will always work out for you in the end. And I think that's particularly true in the case of our relationships. What does it mean for you to not lean into your own understanding amidst a conflict in your relationships, whether that's in girlfriend-boyfriend kind of thing, or sibling kind of thing, or husband and wife kind of thing, co-worker kind of thing, fellow church member, people in my small group? What does it mean for us to show empathy as opposed to opinion, I guess is what I'm saying? So many times when there's a conflict, there's an issue, I'm looking at this way, that person's looking at that way. I think what's going to win my way is my opinion. But I think the scripture reminds us that what's going to get us back to reconciliation is empathy. Every now and then you need to kind of force yourself to look at this thing the way they're looking at it, to feel what they're feeling, to see it how they're seeing it. Do not lean to your own understanding. And God says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Translation, one of the ways God does things is to sit into the ditch of life with us and empathize and feel what we are going through. And many times the difference between a continuing argument and frustration and you two being back on the same page is your willingness to empathize and lean not to your own understanding, but consider their understanding of the same thing. My brother used to always say that relationships go up and down, just like a real ship. And I get that. But sometimes the boat can be less rocky if we can have more empathy and see not our way, but the way they may be looking at it. Put your trust in Jesus. He'll never let you down. That's how the song ended. And I think that's what we need to hear. Put your trust in Jesus and his way of doing things and his understanding, and he'll never let you down. That's hope for today. I'll see you next time.